Welcome everyone. Today I want to talk about the idea of having patience with the Cardano roadmap. Although the roadmap completes in 2020, from now until the completion of the Cardano project, I really think that it's never going to be completed. It's always going to be an ongoing improvement. But from now until the end, there may be some times where Cardano may set a deadline and they may not be able to achieve that particular deadline. They may have to push that date back. I remember back at the end of last year, Charles Hoskinson did several YouTube interviews, and staking was brought up as quarter two, quarter three. Right now, it's pushed towards quarter three, and who knows, it might be pushed back a little bit to quarter four. We have to have patience as a community. There's too much instant gratification in cryptocurrency. People have no idea how hard these projects are to develop, especially with something so scientifically driven like Cardano. You don't want to have rushed things in cryptocurrency. That's what leads to failed cryptocurrency projects. We all know plenty of cryptocurrencies that have rushed out incomplete projects only to later get hacked. Once again, this is serious code we're talking about here. We're dealing with the new financial systems of this world, this ecosystem. They're new financial stacks, they're new settlement layers. They have to be taken methodically, and the processes have to be in place. So for example, this people think that the code to write these contracts, to write these cryptocurrencies are easy to produce. It's not as simple as just putting wallet A goes to wallet B. You have to put so many different inputs. You have to put so many different security layers into everything you do to maximize the efficiency of your blockchain. It is very difficult code. You know, a lot of these projects out there, I like to compare them to Grand Theft Auto. You know, the code looks great when it's released, but by the time the developers and by the time the hackers get in control of the code, there are a ton of cheat codes. The environment can be manipulated. Money can be manipulated. Is that what you want long term? It won't survive. Long term, it won't survive. We're expecting financial institutions, we're expecting smart contracts to be deployed on the Cardano ecosystem. But if the code is hackable, or if someone can just take your funds because they found a way to cheat the system, then it's not worth it. Everything has to be slow and make sure it is tested and make sure it is peer reviewed, make sure the processes are in place to ensure maximum success. Charles Hoskinson always says that this is high assurance code. He compares it to the code that is running aircrafts. When you go on an aircraft, although the technology is not maybe as advanced, your little display is not as advanced as your iPad, or the cockpit looks outdated, and they could be putting, I don't know, they could be requesting Uber if they connected to the Wi-Fi signal. But all these things add layers of risk to the system. So the code there is high assurance code, meaning that it is tested and it is proven to work. So whenever new iterations come out, they have to be slow and they have to be tested. They have to do A/B tests. They have to make sure that the code matches the product that they're delivering or the service that they're delivering. Otherwise, you're left with a faulty airplane who maybe at 10,000 feet, they got hacked and it says that the airplane's at 50,000 feet, and all of a sudden, the plane's doing a nosedive. There's a reason why people feel secure in the air. It's because it's high assurance code. The first iterations of this cryptocurrency are going to take time. Maybe we might start off with a small plane. I'm comparing the code to where we are in the Cardano ecosystem. It's going to evolve. That plane is going to turn into that mini plane is going to turn into a jet, and that jet is going to turn into a jumbo plane, and that jumbo plane is going to turn into a jet fighter. Everything is going to be better and better and better and better. We just have to be patient. And if deadlines aren't being met, it's not necessarily because they're abandoning this crypto project. Once again, there's over 80 people working on this project. So if deadlines are slightly stretched, we're just going to have to deal with it. And Cardano has been amazing in detailing their roadmap and making sure everything is coming out when it's supposed to come out. We do not want a rush project. And then you have something like EOS. I don't know if anyone's holding EOS, but you see what happened to their project. And Charles Hoskinson has had many things to say about EOS. They rush their project and see what happens. The proof is out there. So let's take this slow and let's create a long-term longevity for the Cardano ecosystem. Thank you again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I've been reading all of your comments. Thanks for the support, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.